Hello, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. We are live on a Tuesday. That means that every word that is being said should be impromptu, but no, my live feeds are totally scripted from the very beginning. I plan these out and write down the script right from everything you guys say to what I say. It's all been planned out and orchestrated and choreographed, every movement. Every word, indeed. Yes, that is indeed what happens. We script this thing out from the very, very beginning. There we are. Hey, we got a Corn Stacker G is the first one to pop in here. Very nice. We have an urban survivor with us. I'm kind of a rural survivor myself, but hey, I can hopefully survive in an urban environment too. John Hartley is here with a hello. Crazy Matter of Coins is saying, what's up, brother Sal? Coins A to Z, Silver Patriot, Anthony G, who is eating some Chinese live at home. I just knew it. And so we're getting a little bit of an international flair here. We've got Tricky Guy, and he's still watching Khan, The Wrath of Khan. Yeah, the Khan icon. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sorry about that. I've got to rush to get home to get the video out and then all that stuff. Silver Agent is here among us. Good to see the Silver Agent. And Gold is Money. That's one username that is ever so true. That's for sure. And Sheffield is in the house saying good evening to not only me, but also the room. That means there's nothing else in this room except for material things. I'm looking over here. Here's a mouse. There's a computer. There's a wall. 4 walls. So he's saying hello to all these inanimate objects. Thanks, Stephen Heath. I will pass that along. I think they could hear you. Mike Lieblein is here. So we got a good amount of folks coming in. Very cool. I think what we'll do is we'll do a little comment review and kind of just swing up through here and talk a little bit about the markets. And it's been kind of crazy. I posted a video about it as well. And so, yeah, let's see here. But I'm going to first delete this one spam comment, and then we're going to move on down here. And then I'll share the screen here as soon as I get to the bottom. Yeah, it doesn't take me long to get behind anymore with some of these comments. So I want to make sure I grab some of these things. Oh, we're not too far behind. Very good. Okay, let's get this party started. And here we go. Comments, share, presenting to everybody. They have that extra step in there. I never could understand why. But good to see Freak Girl Amy Smith. Good to see you. 2000 is here. Good to see you all. Silver Badger, all you guys. Silver Patriot, Anthony G is still here among us. It's awesome. Very cool. Very good. All right. Silver Wolverine is here first. Yeah. Well, he wasn't quite first, but he's the first one named Silver Wolverine to say first. So in that sense, you did make it. All right. So here we go. This is on the, and I do want to cover this because I'm going to clear some things up with the Laura Blade bar from MK Bars. Losing Louie said, gorgeous bar, MK Bars simply does an outstanding job for her. Great job, got Laura's bars. Got more bars than the Perth Mint. Yeah, you know what? And she has she's come up with several different bars, and this is kind of a new one. I have her original one was Coin Keeper. The original one's still in the plastic. I need to find it, but I still have it. I might do a video showing both of those. This is her most recent one, and that's her first one. But very cool. And by the way, she does these bars not to sell, but to do for trades and gifts, or addendums to gifts to trades. So just to clarify for everyone early on in the stream here. Tessa Cunningham says, I love it. That is gorgeous. It's a nice gift as well. The soft and cuddly kitty looks so soft and cuddly. Well, I must confess, Tessa, I must confess that indeed the Soft Teak and Cuddly Kitty Part 2, the sequel, is very much soft teak and cuddly. Oh, yes, indeed. Very soft and cuddly kitty. Very fun to pet the soft fur. Yes, all right. Very good. Let's see. Oh, yes, the news on the PVC plastic. Yes, sorry to sideline that controversy with my Royal Canadian Mint news there, but I wonder if APMEX ever got back to Silver Wolverine on that. Let's see here. He did send the dogs back, so that's good. Jim Farrell, nice bar. I always like the old antique look. Watching that market tank, waiting for the metals to take off. Not that it matters to me. It just makes me feel good to know that I hold the real thing. Nice video, Miss Blade is probably doing what she always wanted to do. Yeah, that's right. Yep, exactly. Yeah, and that's just it. The metals, if they stay the same through this market volatility, hey, that means they're stable. You know what I mean? And all right, so very good. Tricky Guy says, good on Laura. Had to cut veggies with that blade. Hey, who would own a 999 silver knife? It would be torture to sharpen it. I know minute crumbs of silver would be lost. We know somebody had poured a silver knife. And, I forget who. I don't know if it was Bernie or if it was Scully. I think it was Scully did. Hello, Craig Gilchrist. Good evening to you, sir. All right, very good. Parker Carbat, it was nice bar. Old Furball claimed it from you. Yes, indeed, Parker. When I put the bar onto the kitty's fur, it seemed to sink in deep, didn't we? All right. We call it rugby, much harder game. Yes, rugby is definitely more brutal. Colonic Stacker comments on the exclusive MK Bars video saying Donald J. Trump is the master puppets, as foretold by the prophet Lars Ulrich many years ago. MAGA. That's right. Yes, indeed. All right. That's a beautiful Laura Blade bar, Nathan says. Yes, it is. Thank you. Walt 2T says, very cool design. The design is really perfect for her channel. Yes, it really is. It does represent it well. Christopher Sanchez is here. Good to see. All right. Oh, Mr. Monkey Swag is here. Hero Booty. All right. And All Is One now is here. Very cool. Who posted a cool ice fishing video, right? That was you, right? Up in Maine? I posted that fishing video. Oh, Funk Dad Forcella utilized his 8% e-bucks offer on a roll of walkers for $3 over melt. Very cool. Nice. Okay, let's see here. Parker Carbad, you just got screwed. Yeah, no, I don't think I got screwed on that call. The prank call to the scammer. He just knew that I was pranking him. And it just goes to show you that he knows that what he's doing is a scam and he expects it, basically. So anyways. Slacker Stacker says her new bar looks awesome. Very cool and very nice of her for the barn round. Very cool. Thanks, Slacker Stacker. Parker Carbad, will it fit that grid bit in my bath? I don't know, Parker. I have no idea what you're talking about there. I have no clue. The bar is spectacular. Very nice. Thanks for sharing it with us. Well, thank you for watching. Sir, Mr. Garage. N3 Performance Garage. Very cool. Fossil Metal says, very cool bar style, great design. Well, thank you. Yes, it is a nice design, and I know you do some great work too, Fossil Metals. Mimaru says, that is a beautiful bar. Very gorgeous. Thank you. As a gift as well. Very generous. Thank you, gift as well. Thank you, Mimaru. Check her channel out. Great lady. She just posted a video showing some really cool silver figurines and things that she has. Donald in New Mexico says, hey, Sal, very nice bar by Laura Blade. And a very generous gift, too. LB is amazing. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Donald. And Donald, I got your email. I might wait till you come in here. You might swing by. And if so, I will tell you when you get in here that I got your email. Domo, MK Bars is a cool guy. Met him at Long Beach show last year. Very cool. He makes so many different designs that you will absolutely find something you will like. Very well done poured silver bar for Laura Blade. His hand poured silver is always a cut above the rest. And the Statue of Liberty he made for me in 999 silver is my most favorite. Well, very cool. That's awesome. Okay, we got the hard 40. Thanks, Tricky Guy. All right, very cool. Billy Gagne is here. Yes, Mimaru is a sweetheart for sure, Amy Smith. Let's see here. Tomoko's Enterprise says, you lucky dog, that's so neat. Wonderful design. I hope Sure hope they are available. Yeah, well, yeah, you might get it through a trade through her, but they're not actually going to be selling those on the MK Bars website. But MK Bars does have some nice stuff, does some quality work, as you can tell by the bar. So more likely you'll find something you like there. Very good. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Slacker Stacker, another great lady blade bar. Love the dragon around the sword and soft and cuddly approved. Thanks for showing us the latest channel bar do lore. Yes, thank you, Slacker Stacker. And it's 2 ounce size, which I think that's the size of your bar as well, too, if I'm not mistaken, Slacker Stacker. Very good. Rocks Dude. I like it, especially as it has a dragon on it. Great looking bar and coin. At a bad. LB Rocks, great plug. Thanks for sharing. Well, thank you, Rocks Dude. Appreciate it. Check out his channel. He posted a video debuting his daughter, which was really cool. D-Wings World says on the No More Milk Spots video that I posted for the Royal Canadian Mint, have to show me the money, so to speak. I agree. I will allow them to produce for a few years to make sure they actually aids the problem. No coin is immune, however. If they can make a large dent in them, then I will take a chance. That's right. If they can only become standard like the U.S. Mint or some of the other mints around the world, because they're among the worst right now. Let's see here. Tricky Guy says, YouTube showed me Sal's 2018 wedge-tailed video, but does it show the same vid in your listing below the chat window? I don't know. Good question. I don't know. Hey, the Stacking Nerd H is here. Hey, yeah, right. The Stacking Nerd. By the way, check out her channel, folks. If you haven't subscribed to her, you really should, because I think you're going to like what she's possibly will come up with down the road. She's kind of just getting into stacking and in the community here. But boy, her employment history is quite fascinating, and she has shown some really cool pieces in her full stack video. Worth checking out for sure. Hello, Tony Rizzi. Best wishes to you too. Very nice that you join us from the old country in England. I'm doing well, Billy. Yeah, very good. Thank you. I'm getting the Rwandas before the reputation get damaged further. Yeah. Thanks, Oaksy. Yeah, and I don't know. We'll see. I think Cornstacker G's assessment of the situation is probably right. In other words, most of the packaging on the Rwandas are probably PVC free, but some of them may have came in with PVC or some other particulars that are causing these this residue to show. Hello, a friend and Mark the Narc, and hello, Colonel. We're just here doing a little interaction with the community and a comment review. Good to see you, Colonel. Oh yeah, doing some good stuff with the Colonel on his channel. Check him out. Give him a subscribe if you haven't. And yeah. And Mr. Monkey Swag 96 was the second person to subscribe to the Stacking Nerd. I wonder who was the first. There was a couple of these channels where I was the first, but I don't know if I was for Stacking Nerd. I don't think I was, but all right. Yes, Billy's Brew. Good thing I saw live the Falcon Heavy launch. Actually, believe it or not, my boss at work, it was my boss. This guy was high up. This is the boss of a boss of a boss. I went to see him, and he had it playing on the computer, so I watched it. Just by happenstance, I walk in, I saw them land. Absolutely amazing. Amazing about that Falcon Heavy. And now we're going to have a Tesla go to Mars, literally, apparently. Mateo Man, good to see you. Good to see you, a friend, and every member of the Salivation Nation. Whether you're from Tehran, Iran, or England, or here in the good old US of A, or B. Joyce Coins, or Funk Dad Forcelli. All great folks here. Moving along the comment review now. Pocono Joe says, good thing you got all that silver about the Dow plunge video. This is my video from yesterday where the record plunge that I talked about. And yes, silver is definitely a way to hedge yourself. You hold it, and you know it's not going to go to zero. Never, ever will it go to zero. Hello, Silver Patriot. You're the second Silver Patriot to arrive. Your comrade is here as well. Big Robin Z says missed the launch, but foul heavy, but saw the twin landing. Yeah, the twin landing was awesome. Yes, indeed. Okay. Chuck Tenner says crash, smash, flash, pass, or trash. Another day like this could drive money into metals. That's right. Well, we didn't get it today. It didn't recover today, but I predict, honestly, Chuck, even if the Dow lost 10% more, the metals could actually go down in price for a while. It's weird. I think it could, though. I think there's particulars where I think that's happened. But anyways, Metal Man Joe 59 says, I think it's not a crash, but a check to the rising interest rates, and among other things, I think the markets will be fine. It probably won't rise as it did before, but I believe the markets are too strong. People love money, and it'll be fine as long as great information. Keep up the great work. The mayor of YouTube, Salivate Metal. Well, thank you, Metal Man Joe. Yeah, that's kind of my assessment. You know, the market, and you wouldn't think that from the video I posted just a few minutes ago, but that's someone else's opinion, and it's really, who knows? And it's just more of a reinforcement that we have with the precious metals. Coins and Currency is here. Coins and Currencies, I'm going to be coming along some of your posts here later on, but thank you for joining us. And and Silver Wolverine sold all stocks. Yes, and I want gold to go down as well, Corn Stacker, for sure. Hello, we have the bouncer of the community here. Eric is with us. Good to see you. All right. Okay. PVC Fear. Monkey Swag is guilty of starting after silver back, and the residue is a milk spots. Residue diagnosing process of PVC. I describe PVC as worse than milk spots. Well, yeah, I think the PVC damage, if it's if it's like years and years, but immediately it's removable without any damage. But yeah, if you let it set for quite a while. Barbara Carbone is here. Oh yes, good to see you, Barbara. Always appreciate you coming by. Yes, indeed. Oaksy is here. Amy's still here. And the Stacking Nerd. So we're getting, we have some good female representation here. Nice. I think the ratio to female to male is kind of increasing. We're getting a good balance here, which is always good. Okay, Tricky Guy. Before I watch this vid, I predict it will bounce back. It should be noted that I have a 70-year record of being quite wrong, very wrong, and wrong most of the time. If I was logical, I would always do the opposite of what I think it would do. Well, you know what? This time, you were right. It did bounce back a little bit. Hello, JC Will. Good to see you. Slacker Stacker is here. No need to apologize, my friend, for being late. I will just dock it from your pay. No, I'm kidding. We're glad you're here, Slacker Stacker. Always a pleasure to see the dragon icon come in. And Scully's Corner. Were your ears itching, your nose burning? We talked about you earlier. It was you, I believe, who made the silver knife. Is that correct? You made a silver knife. Bob Florida 55 says, nice, I need one. Thanks. Yeah, it's a nice bar for sure. And check out MK Bar's website for some really cool stuff that it did here. Let's see here. Yes, okay, it was Scully's Corner that did make the knife. Very cool. Check his channel out, Scully's Corner. And that's got to be hard to do, to make an actual knife out of silver. I am Gogi says, crash, probably not. Only 10% off its high, a blip, unless there is some economic crisis looming. I think the correction will be short. 10-year bond at 3% might be a bigger issue, though. Good thing I have Sal's kitty coins to back up my securities. Those furry coins are an anchor to my portfolio. Wow, well, hey, thank you. I am Gogi. Very nice, for sure. Appreciate your confidence that the soft tiki cuddly kitties emblazoned on a silver round could protect you from such economic iniquities. Very nice indeed. Thank you so much. Jeff Gorecki is here, the famed quartz cutter. He knows how to definitely make some beautiful work with his talents and skills. Posted a video on his work earlier. And very, very nice. Coin Junkie AG. Passive Breakers is here. 1929 all over again. Well, Passive Breakers, yeah, that was mentioned in my latest video. where there's somebody that believes we're kind of heading for that away, but we shall see. Amy, freak girl, Amy Smith says, dang, everyone get your rations. Get out your rations. There you go. That would be irrational. No, I'm kidding. It would be. Anyways, all right. Jeremy Johnson says, that Laura Blade bar is sweet. I love the design. That round is nice too. Well, thank you, Jeremy Johnson. I appreciate that, sir, for watching. And Laura Blade does have a nice bar. And again, just to reiterate, the bars are not available themselves from MK Bar's website, but as gifts and trades. But MK Bars does have an extensive, and I mean an extensive collection of different things that he has poured. It's a very nice. Small business is always good to support small business. Silver Honda says, very nice bars. Dragon wrapped around the bar. Kitty likes it too, Silver Honda says. Indeed. The only thing missing is a nice pair of legs, like as seen on your video. Very cool. Maybe I can borrow Barbara Carbone for one of my videos and borrow her legs to post videos from. Then maybe I'd get a little more views on my channel if I had Barbara Carbone's legs from which to display the silver. Crazy Matter Coins says, I think the market will be fine if it should recover. Me got back to where it was, but it will recover some. Just one of those economic swings that we go through as summer gets closer to increase and get better. Yeah, and I think that's what's happening. This isn't really shocking completely a lot of people. We shall see, but we'll see. Oh, we got 60 plus, Tricky Guy says. Nice. Thanks, Tricky Guy. Oh, right. Hey, Chuck Tenner says, my loving and beautiful wife still loves you. Well, thank you, Sal. Tell Deb I love her too. Kisses and hugs. If you don't mind, Chuck, as long as you don't mind if I hug your wife and blow her some kisses, we're good. Thank you, Chuck. Tell her I said hello. All right. And by the way, we could use her legs in a video too. All right. Art Best. Just a bump in the road. Keep calm, stack on. There you go. That about sums it up, Art Best. That's about the best thing anybody could say. Just keep calm and stack on. Just a bump in the road. All right. Eric, who is here among us as the bouncer. Yes. Says, nice bar by Laura Blade. Sal tested, Kitty approved. Amen. Heavily vetted. That's right. All up and down and all around. Mateo Man, definitely one of the better looking bars. Yes, indeed. It is very cool. I'm actually staring at it right as we speak. It even smells kind of cool. The Stacking Nerd H is here. I hope she's still here. Very cool bar. I love dragons and fantasy themed items. Hope to pick one up when I make my MK Bars order. Well, unfortunately, they're not available. They're only available as gifts or for trades. But if you want to trade, you can contact Laura Blade, and I'm sure she would be available for that. The Stacking Nerd. Oh, you're here. You said, yep, cool. All right, awesome. The Stacking Stoner is here. What's up, people? Going through old things and found some freaking Civil War and 1862 paper bills. I remember buying in South Dakota when I was a kid. Wow, that would be cool to see. That would be very cool to see, the Stacking Stoner. Awesome. Some old Civil War. Are they Confederate or are they Union notes? Mimaru says Gregory Manarino surmises that the PTBs deliberately dropped the prices in order to chase out the weak hands. He's not making any predictions, but he suspects that will rise again. He says to watch what the cryptos do. Well, the markets did kind of recover, so he was right on that. Very interesting indeed. And very cool. And I'm not really familiar with Gregory Manarino, but I know he is somebody that's been mentioned in the community some time. Let's see here. Yeah, the volatility. Well, Craig, I talked about the volatility index in my most recent video. It's up almost near 50, I believe. 46 something, I believe. All right. Nice. Very cool. Ravenhawk Coins, who is back and stronger than ever in his most recent. He's doing some songs again and being able to do, he says, Laura Blade with another awesome bar. Very nice. Well, here's me shouting you out, brother. So those who have missed some of Ravenhawk's posts, he is back singing songs and showcasing some coins. Still on the road to recovery, but definitely check out Ravenhawk Coins. He's even got a new coin mat, which is really cool looking, that I think Silver Seeker made for him. So very nice to see Ravenhawk Coins back in the community again, and on the road to recovery. Still has a way to go, but I understand he's making faster progress than was once predicted, so that's very good. All right, very cool. Tim Silver says, hiccup. It will happen eventually, though. That's right. There you go. It's a hiccup, hiccup, hiccup. Oh, no, it's a Trump crash, Mr. Eminem 911 says. Trump tumble. Last time Trump crashed, he landed on a porn star. All right, let's see. All right, there's jokes there, but funny. All right. Gold is money says, don't sweat it. This is just a normal correction after a long run-up. I told my wife a week ago a correction will be coming, and gold and silver is on my buy list this month. All right, let me see here. I want to know right now from the chat side, is Chuck Tenner still here? Is Chuck Tenner, I need a Chuck Tenner check. And by the way, people ask me what my range is, and I'm a tenor too. People want to hear me sing 10 or 12 miles down the road. Treasury warrant from the state of Texas, 1863. Oh, wow. Some $2 bills, old silver certificates. All right. That's cool. I think that'd be cool to see those, a stacking stoner. That's really cool. Donald in New Mexico, it's the Trump tumble. He took credit for weekly record highs. Do you think he will take responsibility for this tumble? Well, I'm glad you said that, Donald. And here's the thing, what I feel. I always thought, I winced when he was bragging about the stock market. Yes, the Trump spike, or the Trump bubble, occurred just after his election. And I think that it's just his policies. But I've never would be one to take credit for the stock market when the stock market does. I think that's a fool's-hearted game. I think some of that is so independent of what a president does, although obviously presidents can say things just as Fed chair people can say things that have effect on the market. But nonetheless, it's a foolhardy game, because really the economy shouldn't be measured by the stock market. It should be measured what happens on Main Street, not Wall Street. A lot of that, they're kind of in their own world on Wall Street. And so, in my view, I would never make that as a part of, and Obama made the same mistake, by the way. But I'm with you, Donald, because then when he takes credit for the weekly record highs, of course, you know he's not going to take responsibility for the tumbles. All right. Let's see, Davies a Killer wants to hear me sing 10 or 12 miles after I left. Yes, that's right. 10 or 12 minutes after I left. Exactly right. Chuck Tenner sings Tenner. All right, the reason why I've called Chuck Tenner back is I want to make sure, does his wife still love me now, 10 minutes after the first time? I want to just make sure. You know? Yeah, you people don't want to hear me sing tenor. That's for sure. All right. The Curdy Cakes. Why are they not manipulating? They want people's emotions to change, ramping towards the NWO. This nothing, what's to come, will make this look like a picnic. Well, according to Carl Icahn, because of leveraging, you might be right, but I don't know. We shall see. All right, let's see. Okay. Dominic J. Brown Coin Hunter says, correction for sure, unless it isn't. Hey, that's right. That's you've covered all the bases there, Dominic. Thank you. Well said. Coins A to Z here on the chat side says, if your POTUS takes credit for jobs in Wall Street going up, that POTUS will have to take credit for jobs in Wall Street going down. Otherwise, that POTUS is a hypocrite. Yeah, that's right. And that's the thing, too. If I were running for president, I would say that I'm running not for government to make the economy better, but to get out of the way so that you, the American people, can make the economy go better. A president doesn't create jobs. A president can help create the environment for good job creation, but a president is not involved in creating jobs. Jobs come and go. And so these presidents and these politicians just say, I've created this many jobs or I've done this many jobs. Bogus. I don't care if they're Republican or Democrat. It's a fool's hearted game because it puts the onus and the ownership on government. And it's not the government's not the solution. If anything, the government's the problem, as Ronald Reagan once said. So I agree with that, Coins A to Z. If a POTUS takes credit for jobs in Wall Street going up, then they're setting themselves up for being a hypocrite. All right. Let's see here. Okay, back to the comments. We're moving on up. We're almost just more than halfway done here. I think I'm selling my 15 shares of Facebook stock that I made over 100% on Spook the Market. Well, good job on making what you made on that, Silver Wolverine. Stock market plunged the first day post. Silver Agent agrees. Thank you, Silver Agent. I think you're still here. I'm not sure. Oh boy. Oh boy. Chuck Tanner, I can do something to make you sing soprano. Oh my gosh. Okay. AF says, I just purchased a 1909 SVDB and MS62. I've been watching your videos, and I think that some of what I hear on the channel has helped my decision to buy the coin. Well, thanks. You know, I think that's a good buy because numismatics have been suffering a bit. And so I think that if you bought that coin, those coins, especially the 1909 VDBS, you know, they have a pretty pricey coins. It's highly sought after. It's one of the most sought after collector coins. So I think you made a good purchase, especially in that high upgrade. Well done. Okay, back to the front here. Coins A to Z. Speaking of coins A to Z, today was a correction. Part of the several day correction trend. A couple days ago, I projected that today we'd see a huge drop. And there were lots of people who put that out there. The economy is much weaker than the Trump administration will ever admit. I agree with you that the paper markets are not necessarily a reflection of the economy, and the fact that we've had record-breaking trends for the past year, plus is not an indicative of a strong economy in the same way that major correction like today has meant for all of a sudden the economy is in a complete ruins. As I'm invested in a small degree of stocks and bonds, I'm always hoping that there won't be any crashes. The ideal situation would be a healthy, thriving economy and a very strong and active metals market. But we don't have that and may not see that for a long time. Well, I sort of disagree in a sense, Coins A to Z. Indicators of a good economy are GDP, a consistent GDP over 3%. We're at that now. And jobs. And we are seeing the jobs come in, although that's the U3 numbers. The real test is the U6 numbers. But I think if you look at charts for the U6 numbers, that it's declining too. So there are it's very true that there are certain sectors of the economy that are still suffering. There's no question about that. And because we had the longest recovery and the most stagnant recovery occur over the last 8 years, and we're still seeing some of that stagnation flow through. So what we're seeing now in this after the tax cuts, I think has helped, but it hasn't really made its way down to much of the middle class yet. I think that'll still take a while. So, but definitely well stated for sure, and we shall see. Hello, Colonic Stacker. All right. Good to see Colonic Stacker here. Very, very good. JRW3, when it comes to the status of the U.S. economy, there is panic every day. Yeah, it certainly does kind of seem that way. Funkad Forcelli, who I believe is still here with us. This is getting interesting. Is the crash looming? Only months away. Only time will tell. Time will certainly tell. Lock her up, Passive Breaker says. Yeah. Well, Janet Yellen's, you're talking about Janet Yellen, she's out of office now. So, but anyways, we can't lock her up. Jim Farrell says, I think the deep state is humbling Trump's accomplishments. The things you don't see are the things that can hurt you the most. The market can be moved in any direction regardless of any logical, though, especially considering that some of this is based off of computer trades or sell-offs. Anthony G says, the Gallus metal is a beauty. I enjoy the South Korean mint releases. The textured style backgrounds makes it makes a pizza special. MK Bars did a great job. I agree wholeheartedly, Anthony G. And by the way, I may have mistakenly called it a coin, but the one clay designation, I'm not sure what. I know that Silver Torch 66 talked about it, but I'm not sure what the clay means. Is it a denomination, or what does it mean? The one clay. But I do love the finish. They're really high quality, unique rounds for sure. Let's see here. Yeah, coins A to Z. Yeah, that's why I was talking about the U6. The U6 is the measurement for those who basically are polled, who have left the market and are no longer collecting unemployment. So there are some of those that are kind of polled, and that's what that U6 number is. It's probably the most accurate and the most conservative measure, depending on how you look at it. Let's see here. Yeah, Barbara Carbone says it will never make it down to the middle class because it's not set up to do so. Well, and that's just it. There's this big, with the economy, it's really kind of a shame that we have to categorize ourselves by classes: lower class, middle class, upper class, the top 1% or what have you. And because some of these measures are very hard to really gauge, because when you see these widening gaps between income, which one could argue that for years that gap has been widening. But I look at it this way, if those at the top are own businesses and invest their money into things that do create jobs, those of us in the middle and even at the bottom, you look at somebody in America today who is considered impoverished, and impoverished used to mean, I think under $20,000 or whatever, or what have you, for a family of income a year. But look at today's impoverished compared to the impoverished of the 1980s. Or somebody from the 1980s compared to the impoverished of the 1950s. Every generation of folks that are impoverished, I guarantee you, somebody who is impoverished today in America with poverty status would be considered upper middle class 50 years prior. So though the income gaps may be widening, those people at the very top who create the jobs, who pay the most taxes, benefit everyone. And so I think what Barb is saying is correct in that, we're not going to see by a percentage standard of any of that money come down to people like us in the middle class. But by and large, as a percentage wide through generations, the rich lift us all up. Especially if we work hard and we pursue, and we have more entrepreneurial activities. This YouTube channel that I've got is part of that. Google is a huge corporation, and that's the. But the thing is it's an ability. It's a channel. It's a way for us to communicate and to do things and to be able to earn. And so what Barbara says is correct. Trickle down has never worked, and it won't now. And I agree. But gushing out has, and it will continue. And that's why they say it's that thing that where it's a lifting up. And so that's why money in the private sector works much harder for us and for everyone than it does in the public sector. And again, I'm not completely against public sector monies. We need the interstate system. We need, there's things that government does that's good. But when it's all said and done, if you had to choose, there's more that's done in the private sector to boost our lives. I mean, you look at Apple, look at the iPhone. The iPhone has essentially, totally reinvented in how we do things, and smartphones and the like. And look at how Microsoft started. Watch any of the movies about Steve Jobs, And it's just amazing where he came from and where he went and how that's benefited all of us as not a trickle down, but a gushing out economic entrepreneurship and economic process. Capitalism is seen as a dirty word for so many people, but I tell you what, I mean, the Apple story is just one example of many on how it is just how things have happened. It's just it fascinates me. It's very interesting and really cool how that's worked out. But anyways, cool. Anyway, so I hope that answers some of that. Or it's fun to talk about. Oh, sorry, I'm boring Silverback Stacker. Sorry about that. All right, back to the comments here. Matt Langstreet says it's doing whatever they want, but you're not paying attention to the memo now, are you? Oh yeah, hey, good question. Yeah, there you go. It makes you wonder. Who knows what's going on with that? Food Stamp says, "Sup, Mr. SM? Me and my EBT cards doing great. Thanks, Food Stamp." Anthony G says, "Totally agree. So much psychology to play at the markets." Yeah, there's a lot of psychology for sure. Bob Florida Dunham says, You're wrong today. You might be right tomorrow." That's right. And it looks like I was partly right today. But, hey. Oh, breaking news. Silverback Stacker didn't hear that I said that I was boring Silverback Stacker. I'm glad he didn't hear that, because then he would have listened to it. Anyways, all right. Sweet design. I like that satin look it has. Yeah, me too. The satin look on this. I like silver like that. It's pretty cool. Oaksy88 says, "I hear the rumbling of the printing press starting. Wait until they pump the economy full of cheap money. Then you will see the rise in metals, mate." Yeah, when they start pumping the economy with money, with cheap money, quantitative easing, and we've never really pulled back as much as we should have from the quantitative easing, what's known as quantitative tightening now. And a lot of that money is still overseas, and it could flood and cause an inflation crisis. We'll see how that happens. That's still a concern. What's happened during quantitative easings 1, 2, and 3 through Paulson and Timothy Geithner and all those Treasury secretaries and Bernanke and Yellen, I think that will eventually come back and bite us one day. Let's see here. Okay. Poor Man Stack says, "If it goes down another day like this, I'm buying stocks and not buying silver. I can't go up every day, but it's still a correction reset." Yeah, well, hey, and there you go. I've the stock market is not something I dabble in, but I applaud people and admire them for their fortitude. I'm sorry, fortitude. I'm so used to saying fortitude now. And that is something that if you can invest and make money in the stocks, then God bless you. Well done. Yep, QE will come back to bite us for sure. All right. Okay, let's see here. Tomoko's Enterprise. Honestly, the only way I care about PM prices is so I can buy a lot and turn the savings over to folks. The manipulators certainly won't be giving rural folks any kind of consideration. I sure don't make any serious money as well as my peers doing what we do for the masses. As I have said before, F them all, but 6 or 7 if you include the bartender. There you go. Well said, Dean. All right. And that's just it. That's part of what why we hold. I think that's why many of us here in the community, why we hold precious metals. Because regardless of what governments do or what the economy does, we know we're protected. We hold the power literally in our hands. These precious metals will protect us through economic instability. And that's nothing that government can do to stop it. And because we hold it and they're going to be worth what they are, they'll never go to zero. And that's what's so awesome about it. And it gives us its individuality with that. And I think that's one of the neatest things about it. We are our own central banks, so to speak. Streets of Guru of Avagaro. I'm never sure how to pronounce that. So 666 on Friday and 1600 today. That would be a weird phone number, 666-1600. You dial it first. I wonder who has if it has 202 area code. Yeah, Washington, D.C. He knows. A poor man stack says, wow, the LB bar is awesome. Wish we could start getting some logo bars in 1 ounce. Make it a little more obtainable to financially inclined watchers. I know Slacker will do one now, and I will pick that one up. Cool. Very little water left. Barbara Carbone says, yes, Sal, silver is a sure thing. That's right. And that's the thing I like about it. It's a safe investment. It's a safe hedge for us. All right. Ooh, Anthony, Silverback only got 3 hours sleep, 3.5 hours sleep. Gregory Manarino always says be your own central bank. Oh, wow. See, very cool. I guess I need to watch that guy. People have mentioned his name, but I don't watch any of the stuff. Oh, yes, Chuck. Yes. No, I've been actually so busy, but I'm going to be working on those, definitely. But thank you for asking them. T-shirts. All right. Bill Rundle says he was wrong on Monday's recovery. He predicts this is not a crash. Wrong on Tuesday. We shall see. Yes. Maybe he was talking about me. I don't know. Keith High says no crash is coming as of right now. Anyway, but as long as silver is going down with the Dow, like it has been doing, let it go down. I want my $15 silver. I do too. Silver, remember, what goes down comes up. That's right. Hey, I've not made it back to Vegas yet to see that big piece of gold. Yeah, that big bar would be awesome to see in person. SoCal Freeland says, as the Wall Street F-boys got their overinflated Christmas bonuses, this is par for the course, just client money manipulation for their benefit. The bigger question is what insiders just made millions or billions shorting the market will never know the inept sycophant SEC on the job, Securities and Exchange Commission on the job. Yeah, and that's just it. That's why I say, that the Wall Street world is different from the Main Street business world, or even some of the other bigger business world. They have their own little games they play, and people that's why so many people get hurt invest in the stock market, because they're being taken advantage of. So I do agree with that, and I think that's something's got to be, they ought to be more on the ball on that. Silverback Stacker likes the LB bar. First I'd seen it. Well, you're welcome. Thank you very much, Silverback Stacker, who is asleep right now. Mudswad says Bitcoin is way down too. If Bitcoin was down alone, I'd be concerned. However, with all the markets down, I'm not concerned and will continue to buy as the markets are low. Very good. Eventually, Bitcoin reach a level just like gold and silver has, discovering and knowing when it happens. Everyone wishes they could. That's right, Mudswad. Well said. Steve, hey, UEG says it was a good day to have plenty of gold and silver. It seemed like one of the more stable places to be. Yep, that's right. It was pretty stable. All right. Lee Jack. Hey, whoa, Lee Jack is back. Yes. Lee Jack. Man, this is pretty amazing. I've been inquiring about Lee Jack, who had been gone a while and has come back. I do remember you. I hope you come back to this live stream to hear that. I thought you were mad at me. I actually messaged him privately and didn't hear a response back. So, Lee, I'm glad to see you back, sir. I hope you come back. And Chuck Tenner says, absolutely. Cool. All right. Is that you saying, Sal, absolutely? Your wife still loves me? Call Silver says 10-year bonds are up. Do some of the ultra rich take some earnings and put it into bonds. 4% drop is nothing when you've had a little run like this. That's right. All right. Yeah, Chuck's enjoying the time there in the Dominican Republic. Enjoying it. Sylvester. Yellen steps down. FBI exposed. Possible indictments. It's a play to scare Trump. They can either ride it to 30K or pull the rug before it's in a pedo prison. See at the Fed level. Also, don't think for a second China won't start a war by bankrupting the U.S. before the EMP. Wow. I don't know how to respond to all that. Crazy, yeah. You know, I guess anything's possible for sure. Let's see here. The bar is beautiful for sure. Yes, thank you, Dominic. Getting close to the top. Hey, the owner of MK Bars, Michael Cabrin or Cabrin, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that, is here. He says that's one fantastic video. Thank you for sharing the bar. I like it the best of all the things I've made with Laura so far. Yes, he's made several for Laura Blade. We don't sell them on our site, but if Laura wants to, we can arrange that for it. Anyhow, thank you, Laura, for having Sal show the bars. It looked great, and he did a great job as well. Even the kitty loves a dragon bar and gift, Laura. Yes, indeed. Well, thank you. So, yeah, check out MK Bar's website. They definitely have a great selection if you're really into poured silver. Definitely. And it's good that he's part of the community, too. That's awesome. Funktad Forcelia says, a very cool design and awesome gift. Thank you. All right. Dominic is everywhere. Okay. Yeah, Dominic J. You talking about Dominic J. Coin Hunter? Yeah, I may need to see if I'm subscribed to him. Let me see if I'm. Oh, I'll subscribe. He's got videos. So yeah, we will check him out. Looks like he's got a couple of videos up here. So give Dominic J. Brown a subscribe. And Stan the Penny Hunter Smith is here too. And give Stan some love. Subscribe to his channel. Very cool. All right, indeed. D Wings World says, I think it looks great. However, the price is just too intense. This is the 2 kilo high relief. Yeah, I'm right there with you. It's too intense. Would really stick out in any collection, but just think my funds could be better directed. Yeah, amen. Me too. Phil got his 08W burnished silver eagle. Nice. Is that with the 07 reverse? Hey, say it's 69 is here. Good to see you. Wonder what our numbers are, by the way. What is our viewership numbers? 57. 57 Chevy. Pretty good. All right. Domo. Let's see here. Wait for the tic-tac-toe 3 days in a row before you know for sure the trend is down like it's been for crypto since mid-December. Tomorrow you'll know for sure. Well, yeah, and went up a little bit today. Beautiful bar from Laura Blade. I love the antiquing on it. The company that poured it did an amazing work on it. Thanks, Cheryl. Yes, thank you for watching. Gorgeous silver, awesome stuff. Thank you, Grizzy. By the way, check out Cheryl's channel and check out Crizzy's channel too. Cheryl posts some pretty funny videos, and Crizzy does some very unique ways of presenting coins on her channel. Very cool. 57 was a good year indeed. Oh, yes, indeed. Agent Orange from Oklahoma says maybe it's time to bump the 401k contribution soon. The stock's on sale. Yeah, possibly so. Interesting video. I'm not predicting anything. Wait and see. Yep, it's a wait and see approach. Invisible One says somebody get Paul Tudor Jones in the line. Yeah. I don't know who that is, so don't blame me. Bikini Corn Girl says, Sal, there's too much good news for a market correction like this to lead to a crash. I agree. Job market is up. Companies are reporting good profits. Wages are climbing. This is what Warren Buffett would call an opportunity. A huge spike now undervalued many stocks. Buy now, reap the huge payoffs in 6 months. Yeah, I mean, I think as the video I posted today, there will be probably, it's going to turn around probably is my guess too, because the economic indicators are there. All right, April G is here. Hello, April G. And Barb is here too. Love is in the air. Hello, everybody. Angel Silver 47 is here. Nice. Best Chevy, 57 Chevy. This is the new benchmark is 57 Chevy, Tricky Guy says. But good to see a wonderful moderator and April G here. Mr. Sting is here. Lots of good folks. Swing them in. Better be good. She is Barb is the wench with the wrench. Oh, yeah. Of course, she knows I'm teasing. All right. Very good. Okay. MK Bars is a fantastic seller. Love doing business with them. All right. Yes, indeed. Very cool. So he's got a good experience with them, for sure. A horse ranch would be a stable investment. Yes, it sure would. A horse ranch would certainly be a stable investment indeed. All right. Deep Wings World says the trophy looks good, my man, and I'm gonna gladly melt it for you. Yes, the Lombardi trophy worth 25 grand. Crazy, crazy. Chris M. I have faith in the first orange president. Yes, the very first orange president indeed, Donald Trump. Jeffrey Stevens says, thank you. It was nice to see and hear the gold on the almost 100-ounce gold video that I posted some time ago. 21st Century Stacker. I think maybe 15% correction in all global equities. If it goes too much further beyond that, then I'll start getting concerned. All right. Yes, I hear you. Oh, boy. I'm down to my last few droplets of water because the levee was dry, because I drove the Chevy to it and it went dry. All right. Very nice bar. Hey, Coins and Currency, are you still here? I'm responding to your comment. Thanks, my friend. All right. Tucker, my opinion, it's sort of a market correction, but I'm not an economist. But if you analyze it, it looks a little bit like a glitch, and it makes sense if I'm right. We're long overdue for some sort of correction, and a correction doesn't necessarily mean it's going to crash. Completely no reason to lose your shirt yet. I'm still wearing my shirt. I have a t-shirt underneath. I don't really know the future. It can go either way, but I have confidence. So thank you. Remember, there's nothing to fear except fear itself. There was a famous guy that said that one day back in 1933. I think I'll just call him FDR. All right. Ooh, we're drinking whiskey and rye, Barbara is. Nice. They have some whiskey and rye. Very good. Oh, yes. Good old boy drinking some black silk with Sal. I finished my black silk. I did have some. But thanks, Chuck. Very informative. Thanks for sharing, Sal. Thanks, Coins and Currency, again for watching. Always appreciate that. Tassie Coins and Boyan says it's a correction. I heard the news about 2 hours before the Australian markets opened this morning. Immediately put a short order for the ASX 200 and came with a nice, tidy profit, which I will reinvest in precious metals. Feel sorry for those who weren't so lucky. Well, good job. So Peter Schiff was right. We did have a Black Monday, but it rebounded today. Dollar is not strong. It's weaker than it's ever been. Yeah, I guess it just depends. I mean, the dollar index is still kind of high, or else we would have oil go crazy. I mean, it's still, oil is higher. It could be stronger. Silver Diva, that bar looks awesome. Thanks, Silver Diva. MK Bars did a great job. Yes, indeed. Wesley Ruiz, you can keep it. Highway robbery, I'd rather have 2 kilos of spot. Me too, really, when it's all said and done. Oh, is the chat stuck? I don't know. I talk very fast. Sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to get through these comments here. Sorry, guys. That's a very nice bar. Thanks, Pumpkin Face. Oh, here we have Miss Pelosi. Says crumbs. Everything is crumbs to Mrs. Pelosi. $1,000 that these companies are paying people because of the tax cut are just crumbs to Mrs. Pelosi. So, we should listen to Nancy Pelosi. Tessa Cunningham, always good to see you. But Trump said the stock market was going to be the bestest ever, didn't he? Did Trump lie to us, or are they distracting us from something they don't want us to notice? Is there no confidence in the new guy coming into the Fed? Is it going to be interesting indeed? Yeah, I think that change with Jerome Powell as a Fed chair, I think does bring a little bit of uneasiness because I fear he's going to be pretty hawkish with the rate hikes. And again, going back to Trump, I think it's a mistake for him to brag about this high stock market and take credit for it, because when it goes down, he's going to be left fumbling, and he's going to seem like a hypocrite. Losing Louis says, I think it would be wise in your head to play out a scenario where the Dow hits 15K, Bitcoin 600, and your house falls by 25%. I wonder how many of us could handle that. On the flip side, gold and silver will rule. That's right. Exactly right. Well, If any of that stuff happens, I would be able to handle it because I'm not invested in the stock market. My retirement would hurt a little bit. And I don't have that much in Bitcoin, and my house is my house. I don't plan on selling it. So that's a selfish thing, but I know there will be plenty that would be hurt by it. Those invest in real estate. So anyways, okay, let's see here. Awesome details in that bar. Thanks, Dean. Shoot. Good to see you. Nice. They are two most awesome pieces. Congrats. Thanks, Corn Dog. All right, now Mark Bomar thinks it is a crash. He says it's a crash confidently. I just don't think it is. All right, here's the guy from India. I've tried to tell him many times, but let's read this. One seller here in India selling 2018 Mongolia 3-ounce 2000 Togrog Shaglaka Buddha shaped silver coin, which I have no idea. I've never seen it. Managed of only 500 pieces for almost $430, including shipping and custom. So am I getting a good deal on this coin or not? He always asks this stuff. PS is still not posted on eBay if anybody for price and reference. So I want your advice whether to buy this coin or not. It's such a unique piece. You just gotta play it. You just gotta buy it because you like it, my friend. As I mentioned before, I kept on trying to tell this fella, he keeps asking me, should I buy this coin or that coin or what have you? These are obscure pieces that with low mintages that the market's been saturated with that kind of thing. Don't ever buy anything with the expectation it's going to increase in price. If it's a high premium to it, buy it because you like it. And if you have the ability to search on eBay, then do so and find out if you're getting a good deal, because you might find a better deal on eBay or through some other dealer. So that's the soundest advice I can give you for anything you ask about any coin from here in the future. So I hope you come back to this live stream and hear that. All right. Part-time Prepper says, I said last Friday, gold over 1350 by this Friday. Maybe it'll be up to 1400 if this keeps going all week. We have about 5-10% of our funds in stocks, so definitely not sweating it. We'll be interested to see what happens, but still feel this is long overdue correction. That's right. This is from yesterday's video, by the way. We're getting closer to today's video. Beautiful piece. Indeed. I got a phone call, but I will take that call at a later time. Beautiful bar, and it matches the fur kitty. Yes, indeed, Part-Time Prepper says. Thank you, PTP. Check out his channel. Awesome. Stan, the Penny Hunter Smith says, buy, low, sell, high. Yes, Stan, the man. Jonathan George, 3 thumbs up. Thanks. I was kind of hoping to get 5 thumbs up. Yes, that's right. Don't buy it to get rich off of it. Thanks. Hey, Barbara's giving us a fist bump. Nice. Dean West is here. Personal choice, Salg. But the call could have been, it wasn't a scammer. It was a guy I knew. But that would have been fun if it was a scammer. Okay, Building Gagne says, I love it. I love it. Come out awesome. I want one. How would love to grab one for me, for somebody else in the community. Nice, Sal. You served at a great unboxing for Laura Blade. Thank you. Thanks, Billy. Paul McNulty. I think if it were gold, I would have saved some money on the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's right. The Super Bowl trophy was made of gold. Havoc Short, 120. That was serious warning. The circuit breaker almost kicked in yesterday at 1,600 points loss. They stopped it in a split second and went up 800 points. Very strange things going on, and very quickly, too. These recoveries and dips. It's very interesting. Hey, whoa. We've got to stop the presses now, because we have the mighty, the one and the only Poppy Stuff has joined us. We missed you. Good to see Poppy Stuff back. Yay. Chat room total 57 Chevy Impala. Dual carb with a progressive linkage, moonlight beige, and sunset bronze Ethereum poised traction. Let me see what the numbers really are. If it's still 57, 58 with Poppy Stuff coming in. Nice. Very cool. All right, Ty Cole says it's interesting if we only get to listen to the great minds that are available to us here on YouTube. I miss a whole dip crash simply listening to Peter Schiff podcast. He called for Black Monday crash and happen. I'll be back in the market soon enough, but I got to keep all the money I made on the way up. It will take the market 3 to 6 months for you to recover your lost funds. Yeah, well, it started to recover today pretty good, but tomorrow's another day too. Jay Silver says that's a cool bar on Laura Blade Bar. Yes, indeed. Del Rugby, check his channel out. He's back in the community again. He's getting to be like Brother John now with all your technicals. Yeah, well, and I'm not that technical, but, you know, it's the underlying message behind it. Nice looking bar, my friend. I have one little question. What's the difference between investment grade silver and regular 999 fine silver? Just curious if I missed something. Probably, quote, investment grade silver would probably be what some call numismatic or semi-numismatic, better bullion, some people call it. Things like like the Gallus, like the Lunar Series and things like that. The limited issues that are sold from the Perth Mint and others. That would be investment grade. 999 silver is just regular. It is what it is. It's the intrinsic value of the metal itself. All right. Bozo, the markets will recover before the week is over, and it already has started. Consider this a buying opportunity. Gold is down a bit, so no panic going on anywhere. Yeah, I agree with that, really. Yeah. Chi-Town Metal says market is well overdue for correction. This is from yesterday's video. Can't call it a crash after just one bad day, though. A correction is due and even healthy. Buy the dip applies to both stocks and metals. That's right. Bar's amazing work from MK Bars turned out wonderful for Laura. Great veal sal and Gallus metal is very cool too. Thank you very much. I think I accidentally called it a coin because of the clay designation, but I think it's a metal. I feel like this is just a knee-jerk reaction, and investors believe they're in a bubble. That's right. And I'm curious to see what this says. Thanks, Coin Collecting Fun. He's watched and supported the channel with a thumbs up. Thank you, sir. Real Deal says, wish it didn't have her name on it, but still a very nice piece. Well, kind of like the name. But thank you. AG Scott's Kiwi. That is to be Laura's most wicked looking bar yet. Yeah, it is pretty cool looking. That's for sure. All right. Silver Valley coins and bullion. This reminds me of 2017 so-called corrections. Then what happened the following year? Yeah, that's right. It's anybody's guess. Hey, Chuck Tenner is waiting. He was the first one to respond. I think you know it's going to go live today. I think that's what happened. Let's get back to the comments here. Rack here. Okay, here we go. Tricky guy. Who is Captain? This is on the video today. Now, video today is different than yesterday's because this is a prediction that Carl Icahn had made about the stock market will implode eventually, not soon, but eventually because of the leveraging. And Tricky Guy says, who is Captain Kirk's enemy in cyberspace? Icahn, the wrath thereof. Indeed. All right. April G. Stand another snowstorm tomorrow. Wow. More snow. 2000 says, I want to go find my rock guitar every time I hear that intro. Oh, thanks, 2000. Great video, he says. Thank you, sir. Ups and downs is just the stock market. That's what it does. Indeed, it is what it does. It goes ups and downs. But it's kind of amazing how quickly it did it. It's time for a seatbelt. Oh, my. What is next coming down the pike? It's all a roller coaster. So, yes, get strapped in, Dean. That's for sure. Interesting information. Thanks, Coins and Currency. Appreciate that. Chuck Tenner is here again. Icon. Oh, Sal, you are my silver icon. Well, Chuck, thank you. I hope you're still here. Thanks, my friend. You're the man. Very nice of you to say. Snowing where Poppy stuff is. Okay. Yeah. AGD says on the MK bars, while they make some great bars for Laura, thanks for sharing. Thanks for the show. Thank you for watching, sir. Penny Hunter here, sir. Well, Stan, we will acknowledge you. Check out his channel. Nice. And Nancy Gomez, you should check out her channel too. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that Nancy Gomez is the actual real sister of April G. Is that correct? Let's get confirmation of that from the one and only April G, that Nancy Gomez is indeed the sister. Barbara loves snow. Awesome. Snow will be here tomorrow. Okay. Shiny 8 Silver Investor. You've seen the picture of Shadow Stack holding the new gold Britannias with the Oriental border. Have you seen these Salivate? The picture in hand looked beautiful. Not the gold in hand, but yeah, I know Shadow Stack was kind of interested in those, but yeah, pretty wild. It's kind of a neat looking piece. A little different for them. Yes, we've gotten confirmation that Nancy is April G's sister. Very cool. Snow coming around. All right. I'm amazed. All right. Barbara Carbone is singing for us and playing guitar. Nice. John Hartley, are you still here? Say it's 69 wants to know. All right. Very good. Let's see if another comment has come in on the latest. Oh, yeah, we have more comments. Funktad's here 8 seconds ago. I think when the market correction occurs, people's 401k will get decimated this time. Yeah, I think so too, if it's for sure, if it does. But Street Style says that the Dow will be 50,000 by the end of 2018. Wow, what a bold prediction. What a bold prediction. Chuck Tanner thought of doing a Mark Dice Silver Eagle at a gas station in Newa, Wisconsin, but I would probably get arrested. That would be an interesting video to watch for sure. Storming where Slacker Stacker is. Corn Stacker G. All right, 401k. Yeah, I hope not. Indeed. Well, we've caught up. We have caught up on the comments. Let me try one more time to see if there's anything new coming in the pike for the comments. But it feels good to be caught up on comments. So now I'm going to go back and stop sharing this and share the chat. And then, as is the case, you know me, I like to wiggle you guys around a little bit here. Ooh, I love doing this. Look at that. That's as small as it gets. That's it right there. See that? That's as small as it gets. And then it can get way down like this and go wide and come in, go wide and up and down and all around. That's just the nature of things, you know. That's the internet as you've never seen it before. A live stream as you've never seen it before when it does this. The resizing. I need to go back and watch this in a replay. I've never actually checked to see how this what it looks like on your end, other than seeing it in my window here. But okay. Well, we amuse Silver Badger, but that's about it. No one else has said anything and noticed this, but that's okay. Let's see here. Yeah, hard to do with a camera. Yeah, Stan, I tell you what, it does take some time and effort, but you guys, I always appreciate you guys. Live stream flash mob. Anthony G, where did the intro music come from? It's my own music. I do my own music so that I can avoid the copyright strikes. So it's a little recording that I did a while ago. New South African Antique Round. That ought to be interesting. MMA matchup. James Comey versus Adrian Smith of Iron Maiden. Adrian Smith all the way, especially if it was a guitar battle. James Comey has a height advantage. James Comey is 6'8". I doubt very seriously that Adrian Smith is that tall. So it would have to be a guitar battle, because if it was a fight, James Comey would have him on reach alone. Sorry, Barbara. I made Barbara dizzy. Sorry about that. Thanks for putting up with me, Barbara. I just want to watch my comments scroll to the top. Picked up a couple of Viking proverbs from Erickson Mint this weekend. Wow, that's cool, Stephen. Stephen Heath. That's from Erickson Mint. Very cool. Yeah. Yeah, if you can walk straight. We made everybody dizzy here with my little incriminating movements with the screen here. For that, I apologize here. Let's see. Rylan the Great is new to the channel. Well, Rylan, thank you so much for coming by. Very much appreciate you, sir. Most definitely. I'll get the same person calling me back. That might be an important call. Coins A to Z, hey, thank you so much. Take it squeezy, sir. Always appreciate you coming by. Always appreciate your knowledge and your thoughtful comments and being here and supporting the channel. You're a great guy. If you people would sub Coins A to Z on his way out, that'd be awesome. Very cool. Let's see here. Very cool. Nice. Sal, you know me. I don't stay long, but I always stop by, love, and stream. Well, thank you. Thanks, Stan. I appreciate you coming by. And actually, this is probably about the time I should probably be heading out too. When will a quarter ounce gold salivate round? Marseille is lonely. Well, sadly, there's not enough demand for a gold salivate round. But there may be something coming. I've got something that I'm thinking about just to test the waters on, and we shall see. But thank you so much. And thank you all. You guys are great. This has been a fun live stream. Chat 57, the year of cruising and drive-in restaurants. Bob's Big Boys. Well, the girls, if you found a new Chevy, you were with the guy. Yes, indeed. So very good to see you guys. Corn